searching for reasons why, not knowing what for, still searching for more. That great big pie in the sky. While I'm missing you, it seems, still chasing after dreams, wiping all the tears I cried, wishing you were here to chase away the fear and catch the dream that may just pass me by. No matter where I go, places I'll never know, all faces in a distant light, actor on the stage, a clown, I'm trying not to let them all down. I'm always reaching, but it's never in sight. While I'm missing you, it seems, still chasing after dreams, wiping all the tears I cried, wishing you were here to chase away the fear and catch the dream that may just pass me by. Missing you, it seems, still chasing after dreams, to catch the dream that may just pass me by. Well, hello. We're here at the Royal Theatre in Gananoque, Ontario, and we would like to first thank those folks responsible for this, the Musicians Performance Trust Fund and the town of Gananoque who are supporting this. We noticed we have our distancing here, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. I'm here with my good friends Dan and Ken. I'll introduce them a little bit later. The first song is one of mine that talked about on the road and living in a hotel room all by yourself and wondering, why am I here? What am I doing? And is this dream of mine ever gonna happen? The next tune is one that talks about traveling this country. Now, I have never driven from Newfoundland to Vancouver. However, I have driven from Toronto to BC, and this song is all about that. And if you were a traveling man, you'd understand it. Skyline, looking for the across the current, on down to the hat. The wheat fields of Saskatchewan, beautiful Orient flag. Yellow prairie sunset, someday you just gotta see. It's on to the Alberta border and the lakes of Erie. Highway number one, highway number one, leaving the eastern skyline, looking for the western sun. Highway number one, highway number one, leaving the eastern skyline, looking for the western sun. Rocky Mountain sunset against the western sky. The mighty peak around Lake Louise brings a tear to your eye. On through hills and lakes and streams and into the valley, the one they call the Okanagan in beautiful BC. Highway number one, highway number one, leaving the eastern skyline, looking for a western sun. Driving highway number one, highway number one, leaving the eastern skyline, looking for a western sun. Highway number one. Many folks have driven highway number one, and you probably recognize all of those places. Do you remember when you were a kid? A teenager, perhaps? And those days were somewhat different than they are now. I remember when I was a kid, I was living in a small town in Quebec, a place called Saint-Eustache-sur-le-Lac. And it was a wonderful time to be a teenager, I'll tell you. So this is a song written about that time and about those days that seemed a lot different than the days we're experiencing right now. It's called Young and Innocent. There are girls that I remember in my younger days, danced around the moats at school, boys in the same grade. We laughed and joked and held hands, danced at the jail floor, squeezed each other desperately, arms are tired and sore. We were young and innocent, those days I can't recall. Young and innocent, the fun we had was all. We were blind and foolish, not worried about a fall. Young and innocent, what's happened to us all? There was basketball and volleyball, kissing on the bus, winning girls at football games, nobody mattered to us. It was penny loafers and bobby socks and crying in the sun, swing a hole and rock and roll. in a car, going home from a dance. We're shocked, paralyzed as the tears fill her eyes for some kid who never had a chance. Young and innocent, those days I can't recall. Yes, we were young and innocent. What's happened to us all? All those days, huh? Young and innocent. I'd like to introduce the guys who are supporting me this evening. Say hello to our guitarist and vocalist, Mr. Dan Kazaboski, right over there. And behind me on keyboards, Mr. Ken Hall. Both those guys are from Kingston, and it's good to have you here, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Good to be here. Appreciate it. Well, most of us have had all kinds of things happen to us in our lives. Some of it good, some of it not so good. And so this is one of those songs that talks about the many things that happen to us that are somehow out of our control. And if it isn't one thing, it's another. You work all day under stress and strain, and you're waiting for the weekend, you know it's gonna rain. You work your money, work hard and true, and after there's nothing left for you. You come home late, feeling tired. The boss is a hassle, he says you might get fired. You pull up a chair for yourself some blues, and then you turn on the tube. Nothing but bad news. If it isn't one thing, it's another. Don't you feel that you're not alone, my brother? If it isn't one thing, it's another. When it all comes down, it's true. You're all doing the same together. Just looking for a day of sun, sunny weather. You know rain can't last forever. Do you think it only happens to you? Oh no. Inflation's on the rise, same old song. Not enough money, can't seem to get along. You feel like running, trying to get away, and then it's back to work. Start another day, come home from a party, took a little drink, home by a car. So what do you think? You get stopped by a cop. You walk the line, charged for going over, lose your license, pay a fine. It isn't one thing, it's another. Don't you feel that you're not alone, my brother? It isn't one thing, it's another. When it all comes down, it's true. We're all doing the same together. Just looking for a day of sun, sunny weather. You know rain can't last forever. Do you think it only happens to you? Oh, no. It's another. Don't you feel that you're not alone, my brother? It isn't one thing, it's another. When it all comes down, it's true. We're all doing the same together. Just looking for a day of sun, sunny weather. You know the rain can't last forever. Do you think it only happens to you? Oh no. I know. What's going I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. This is all going to be fine, and things are going to get back to pseudo-normal, I would say. Not necessarily the way it was, but maybe for the better, huh? What do you think? Now, before COVID-19 hit, I was writing a song about noise. Now, car noise, traffic noise, people noise, noise everywhere. Now, there's a new kind of noise. It's the noise of lawnmowers, fewer cars, people cutting their grass, right guys? Noise everywhere, but a different kind of noise. It's quieter in a lot of ways, but in some ways it's not quieter. It's called the music's too loud. Our space is reduced. The band plays on. We are seduced. The drummer bangs a beat. The piano plays a tune. The world sings a song in a deflated balloon. All the world's a stage. We the play goes on. We can't control the message. It arrives from afar. We've lost the rhythm. No longer can we feel. Can't think about the melody, 'cause folks around here who like to sail, who are boaters. And so this is a song about that. And if you're a sailor, and I have been a sailor in my time, the first thing you'd love to do, and the only thing you'd love to do, is to take off in your boat to a small island in the middle of nowhere and just spend a year or more in your sailboat. However, most of us can't do that. This is called sailing. Setting sail to a faraway land on the blue coral sea. I have the stars as my guide to show me the way. So I'm packing my bags. I want to be set free. I need to chase a new dream to cleanse my soul. Start a new life, place to grow. So I'm sailing, yes I'm sailing, free as a bird on a wing in the wind. Sailing, yes I'm sailing, with a song in my heart, how I long to be there. I feel the spray from the bow, the water's warm on my face, the stars are leading the way to a new life for me. My island gleams in the sun under a clear blue sky. So I'll be finally home to where I want to be. So I'm sailing, yes I'm sailing, free as a bird on a wing and a bird. Sailing, yes I'm sailing, with a song in my heart, how I long to sailing, yes I'm sailing, free as a bird on a wing and a prayer. Sailing, hey I'm sailing, with a song in my heart, how I long to be there. Sailing, yes I'm sailing, free as a bird on a wing and a prayer. Sailing, hey I'm sailing, with a song in my heart, how I long to be there. Sailing. I had a friend recently who left us. He was a good friend. I've known him for many, many years. And he had a serious case of Alzheimer's. I remember visiting him. We were talking, and I could see that he was wanting desperately to answer me. He knew exactly what I was talking about, but somehow he just could not get the words out. And so this is a song about that. It's called Old Soul. This life is not the way I imagined it would be. Running this house from room to room, trying to find me. There's people, places, unfamiliar faces, they're all just passing through. Nothing seems right, diminishing sight, years keep passing too. There's still life in this old soul. I still love to rock and roll, but I'm making my way through another day, trying to fight this getting old. I left my home, no longer to dream towards a better life in the sea. Going here to there, to the songs of folks telling old jokes, I still try to please them all. It's my opening night, I think I just might make it to the last call. It's still life in this old soul. I still love to rock and roll, but I'm making my way through another day, trying to fight this getting old. There's people getting old. Memories fade every day more till I reach that private place when the young voice interrupts the rain, changes everything in my space. Laugh, cry, saying goodbye, it's all part of the change. Sit or stand, there is no plan, all of it seems so strange. There's still life in this old soul. I still love to rock and roll, but I'm making my way through another day, trying to fight this getting old. There's still life in this old soul. I still love to rock and roll, but I'm making my way through another day, trying to fight this getting old. Old Soul. All right. This is a nice living room, isn't it? Here at the Royal. Kind of nice to be sort of relaxed and sitting in here and playing some tunes. With Dan and Ken, my good buddies. I wrote this song a couple of years ago now. It talks about giving up. And certainly, this song could apply to where we are today. Because the best thing we can do is to hope and not to get involved in any kind of despair, and to look at the future, and things will turn out right. Don't give up. Time is on our side. It's all going to get better, folks. It's all going to get better. We do have a song about the islands. We live in Gananoque, which is a beautiful town in the middle of the gateway, they call it, to the Thousand Islands. And this is a song about an island. And also, it's about a boat. It's called Island Queen. so much more. The wings to help me soar. Oh, my island queen. You are the one who gives me peace of mind. Like the rising sun, a warmth that makes me shine. Together alone on the shore, no reason to be still wanting more. Love that is so rare, and like the wind to who knows where. Oh, my island queen. Oh, my island queen. Oh, my island queen. Thank you. Island queen. This next song is one that talks about love lost and love regained. It's called Donaldson Bay. Thoughts and questions so many, true answers very heavy. His music pure and sweet, the rhythm faded breeze. The words turn dark and cold, no song left to hold. Donaldson Bay took his song that day. She didn't want to believe, nothing to show her the way. To a stone, the black tornado was long, pulled her down with bad gaze, breaking her protective frames. The song was not torn away, she eventually found her way to regain the feeling she lost. A new song of love and trust. Donaldson Bay took his song that day. She didn't want to believe, And it talks about my dad. My dad is a war vet, of course. And he's no longer with us. However, he was probably the most responsible for a person to actually get me into the music industry and to appreciate music more than the industry itself, to appreciate music. He was a member, of course, of the Royal Canadian Legion, and every Friday night he would be in the Legion, and he loved the piano, and he played piano. And so he would play piano all night long for all his Legion buddies, and he'd sing all those old songs from the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. So as I got a little bit older, he said, you know, son, why don't you come down to the Legion? I'd like you to do something. When I finish playing my first set or so, would you play some records? And they had a couple of turntables there. So when he finished his sets, I would play long playing records, Glenn Miller, Harry James, all those big band songs. And what was happening was I was getting an appreciation of music. And so, this is about my dad. I want to thank the Musicians Performance Trust Fund and the town of Gananoque for supporting this. And I really want to thank Dan Kazabaski on guitar and vocal, and Ken Hall for joining me, and Mark Wilkins for doing the sound, and appreciate it. My dad. He played piano in the Legion Hall, all tunes that everyone knew. He loved music more than anything. I learned as I grew. The playing was his passion. His work was paying the bills. The smile that covered the pain. The joy that made it all feel. He was my dad, and I thank him as I play and sing the songs he taught me as if it was yesterday. He was my dad, and I hear him more each day. The thin mustache, the gray hair, the songs that he would play. A simple song to sing along with a simple melody reaches out to me this day as my mind drifts endlessly to the place where we once were. Remembering those times I've known, his fingers banging those keys, looking into their bone. He was my dad, and I thank him as I play. Sing the songs he taught me as if it was yesterday. He was my dad, and I hear him more each day. The thin mustache, the gray hair, the songs that he would play. He left us far too soon without a word of regret. His friends paid their respects to the man they won't forget. He had a special sense of humor. We laughed until we cried. His smile and his strength of spirit was there till he died. I never will forget. He's alive in me still. if he could have lived much longer, that piano bench he would fill. Yes, he was my daddy.